mind gray hair. I mean, it's, you know,
It's distinguished.
It's distinguished. And
Yeah.
I actually I almost said girls tell me, but women tell me, hey, I like the gray.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a nice look.
Yeah. A little salt and pepper.
I mean, it fits you well. Like to see you with like jet black hair,
yeah.
like I couldn't see it, you know?
Yeah, well, because when I was younger, like it was dark.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
like
I
the
couldn't.
dark of midnight on a moonless night.
Oh, what a beautiful picture.
It is.
I got that image in my head.
I'm glad that everybody's going to get to hear that
That's
part
nice.
of the conversation.
Oh, we're recording now?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
turned
good.
that on.
Good. Yeah, I couldn't imagine
They'd
with
like to know about my hair.
jet black hair.
Yeah, it's all right. You know,
If
you could jet black it and let the sides grow out and leave
Yeah.
them gray.
Mhm.
Kind of look like a mobster.
yeah.
Old school,
Yeah.
slick it back.
Yeah, put a toothpick in your mouth and flip
Yeah.
a quarter. Yeah.
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 Hey, yo,
Hey,
wait,
yo, hey,
whoa. So that's, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if I let my hair grow for, you know, like 6 months and it didn't get much longer than it is now, but it curled
Oh.
on the sides, like the back of it and the
Ew.
sides started to like get real curly. And I'm like, I don't know if I could live with myself if I still had all my hair and it curled, you know? Like
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I've seen some guys, you know, because obviously mullets are getting to be a thing now. And I've seen some guys
And they shouldn't be.
and their hair gets real curly in
Yeah.
the back. So it's not even a mullet because it keeps so tight.
Yeah.
You just have a bush of hair,
Uh-huh.
like you know,
Yeah.
like a pelvic bush
Yeah.
on the back of your head.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Yeah, it's like a nutsack back there. I have a mane of pubes on the
You've
back of
never
my
had a
head.
nut sack on the back of your head?
Yeah. I mean, who hasn't? I mean, it's 2019, almost 2020. Who
Yeah.
hasn't had a nutsack?
Exactly. You're lying if you said you haven't.
Isn't that the Quagmire line?
Yeah.
May drag my balls across your face. That's the only thing I know. That's the only way I've ever made anything better. Drag my balls across your face. Can you imagine that job?
To drag
Like
your balls across your face?
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good job.
I mean,
To be the ball dragger, not the
I wouldn't-
recipient.
Yeah, you don't get paid to be the recipient, do you?
I don't know.
I mean-
I don't know who's getting paid in that
Oh,
scenario.
okay, yeah.
I was more speaking of the Seth MacFarlane.
Oh,
to
yeah.
just you sit in a room and come up with shit like
Mhm.
that. I mean, that's a pretty good gig.
Yeah. And it's all good.
Yeah.
Like, it's funnier.
Phenomenally
hell
good.
that, yeah.
And I've gotten into, like, you know, obviously Family Guy is funny as shit.
Uh-huh.
American Dad, man.
It's pretty, it's funny, too.
You know, it starts growing on
Yeah.
you and you start catching
You
all the
gotta
little
watch- it's
jokes
not-
and the.
Like, Family Guy, you can watch one episode and laugh and you get hooked. American Dad, for me, was like, I had to watch it a few times
Yeah.
to get to, like, you got to understand the characters, like Roger and the era and, you know, Steve
Yeah,
and
Steve
stuff like
always
yeah.
singing and-
yeah, and it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny as hell.
It's kind of that slow burn.
Yeah.
And then you start getting it. And
Yeah, now it's funny, but yeah.
Top rank of, you know, a couple of full grown men watching cartoons. So,
Hey,
but
whatever.
hey,
It's funny.
I've never been a Simpsons fan.
Oh, yeah?
Don't really care for the Simpsons.
Well, when I was a kid, that was the Family
Was the
Guy.
only thing that was
Yeah,
on.
exactly. So my dad was a big Simpsons fan, so we watched it, and I watched it like up until like season, because there's like 70 seasons, it seems
Yeah.
like. But like 08, 09 was like the last funny on them, and then everything else after that's just,
Yeah.
you know, the crossover episode with Family Guy was very
That was
funny.
hilarious.
Yeah, very funny.
Now, see, when I was in high school, you know, like South Park was
Mhm.
coming. I mean, like it
Just
came
Yeah.
out of that was, you know, everybody like younger say, oh, what's the big deal with South Park? Of,
Well, yeah.
no, the way
back-
they
yeah.
act now is
Mhm.
how they were acting in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And that wasn't on TV.
Yeah.
Like you didn't, I mean,
Well, I remember being like, you know, like 8 or 9 and going over like with my uncle who was older than me, and we'd watch it, you know, when I'd stay with my grandpa and stuff. And I'd be like, what
yeah.
is this? Like, why do I understand these jokes? For one, I'm 9, but you
Yeah.
know, should we be watching this? I feel
Yeah.
like I'm getting away with something
Is
here.
that- why is there a talking piece of shit
Yeah.
dressed up as Santa Claus? What? But yeah, it was, well, it got to the point where they had so many, you know, there's so many problems.
Yeah.
Like they weren't allowed to advertise it.
Yeah.
Even on Comedy Central till after 10 o'clock.
Oh, because
They couldn't run a commercial for it
Gotcha.
before 10 o'clock because kids.
Yeah.
And, like,
Now you got
Man,
half
I
naked
mean,
chicks in
now they-
commercials, and
you know, the funny thing is
Yeah.
on broadcast TV and stuff like that of like the cursing,
yeah,
you know, you're not allowed to say fuck, and you're not allowed to say this,
Shit.
and you're not allowed to go. It's like, the internet exists, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like it exists. Like
yeah.
a young kid has seen more fucked up shit on the internet than we have in our whole lives.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like,
yeah, the one thing, and they don't. And what's funny is they don't replace like the cuss words with like words that would make sense.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It just like when somebody says fuck, it's not freak or frickin' or anything like that. It's like like floozle. Like, I mean, like, what the floozle? You know, I mean, it's something stupid like that, or they just when they voice it over and it's not that person's voice. Yeah, it's hilarious to me.
Is it yippee-ki-yay, mother kayak?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Or Semi-Pro, the movie Semi-Pro always got played on USA.
Yeah.
And it bleeped out all the cussing and stuff. And for cocksucker, it was socksucker.
Socksucker?
Socksucker, yes. And it just makes you laugh because like sock sandwich is like instead of cock sandwich, it was sock sandwich.
I tell you one that is kind of, now you can't do it all the time, but I find it funnier in a TV show.
Yeah.
If it's bleeped.
Oh yeah.
They say motherfucker. Yeah. And it's a bleep. That's funny.
Okay.
It's funnier than actually hearing the word just because, because they do that once in a while in Seinfeld.
Yeah.
They'd bleep a curse word.
Mm-hmm.
And that was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
They did it on The Office a couple times too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny.
It's funnier just than hearing the word. I mean, it just, you just can't, you can't kill it.
And I tell you, speaking of that, going the opposite way, if you would watch like Family Guy on like a DVD and they cuss, it's funnier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When you can hear them,
that one, I think I'd send it
where
to you.
He slips down the stairs.
That and the one where Stewie at the apartment's like, I'm going to start a fight with that guy.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, get off my steps, motherfucker. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah. You don't expect it because you're just used to, TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny shit.
Welcome to the Family Guy podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We promote Family Guy.
Brought to you by Fox.
Yeah.
That's the other funny thing, as successful as that is, as much money as it makes, is they canceled that show.
Yeah, I know.
And then the fans had to petition to get it, and they put it back on, and it's been back on for 18 years, 15 years, whatever. They canceled it in
like the late 90s, early 2000s, right?
Yeah. But
yeah, I mean,
that's guy's made a shit ton. I'm a fan of his movies too. I know A Million Ways to Die in the West. Everybody shits on that. It's funny. It's got funny stuff in it.
I mean, yeah.
It's a live action Family Guy.
Yeah, I mean, both Teds are awesome.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's a fucking talking teddy bear that swears and smokes pot. What's not funny about that?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly. Then you throw Mark Wahlberg in there, and it's just, he's a funny guy.
Yeah. That's, I'm a big Seth MacFarlane fan.
Yeah.
I never watched his whatever show that he has on.
Me either.
About,
the Orville
kind of like
or whatever.
A Star Trek or something like that. It's not my gig.
No, but I've heard it's still
I'm sure it's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it just, nothing can, TV shows as far as just on TV, like you get It's Always Sunny, you know, that's what, 15 seasons or whatever it's been. Like, you're just not, if it's not like a Bachelor or some shit like that or some dancing show, they just don't give them enough time.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's like, oh, it's not an instant success after 4 episodes, you're done. Of like, so it's like you never get these shows anymore. And it's the same way with Netflix. They'll run one for 3 seasons and then they just cancel it.
Yeah.
Because contracts are coming up. We're not going to pay you that much.
Yeah.
Of like, well, your content's leaving. Like, I think Friends leaves.
Friends leaves after the year.
Week. I mean,
after the new year, I believe.
And they're losing.
I think The Office is gone too.
The Office is leaving.
Why?
Because they're.
No, I mean, I get why, but those may be the two most best shows you get to watch.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, as somebody who you got people like I know who just watch Friends because of Netflix
all the time.
Yeah. Or just put it on as just something in the background. But
it's just everybody's starting their own streaming service and they're peeling back all their own stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's like the cable companies and the Dish Network and stuff like that, they're going out of business.
Yeah.
Then you get all these streaming sites that you're going to subscribe to them.
Yeah.
And then they're going to bundle those together.
Yeah.
And you have fucking cable again. That's kind of what it's going to end up.
And then they're going to fuck you, kind of like the Disney Plus is, if you're a Marvel fan, you got to watch all these new TV shows and the movies are going to put on there, or you're not going to understand what's going to happen when it goes to theater.
That's going to be very upsetting.
Yeah.
Because I like the Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't bought Disney Plus.
You should.
I have.
I know you're. I mean,
I understand. I mean, I know there's a lot of shit on there. But the thing, because you can package it all, because I already have ESPN Plus and I already have Hulu.
Yeah, you might as well just go ahead and package it together.
With the Disney Plus package, the Hulu is not commercial free, which is what I pay for. I'm not watching fucking commercials, and I feel like I'd be getting ripped off. I still haven't watched a
commercial on there though.
Are you watching TV shows or movies?
But both. I mean, I obviously I'm not going to watch a commercial on a movie, but I watch TV shows, even the new ones that just get put on each week.
Don't they put an ad right before it starts?
I haven't got one, and I don't think I pay. And I pay for the bundle one, so
because that's just I can't.
Yeah,
I just can't have it.
But I also
granted, when we start selling some sponsorships, I expect everybody listening to listen to our ads so we can make some money. But but I can't be bothered with it.
Yes, it's not my. Not worth my time.
Thing. It's not my thing.
I
mean,
but yeah, I mean it's good. I mean, I've watched Remember the Titans 3 times since I've had it because it's a Disney movie. I had no idea Disney produced Remember the Titans until I looked.
I don't know what I mean, because when they bought out like the movie rights to a lot of Fox stuff, so I don't. I mean, I can kind of guess at what all the Disney stuff is.
Yeah,
but then the 20th century, I think, brand.
Yeah,
of
what they gonna put those on there.
Is Deadpool? I don't think Deadpool's on.
It's not on Disney Plus,
which is weird because
it should be.
It's a Disney. It's a Marvel.
Yeah.
But I think it's the rated R thing.
Oh, okay.
Which doesn't make sense. If you're going to do that, then your streaming service is garbage.
Going to go down. Yeah, you're going to let them. You
can't have the.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't. And honestly, going away from the TV, if you don't want your kids to watch it, then don't let them watch it.
Yeah.
I think can't be worried about like the content you put on there.
Because they put all the Disney stuff on, including the early cartoons, where they have to put a disclaimer up of these were different times, and it might not match up with today's society. Of like, oh, you get to put a disclaimer for your racist stuff that you're getting out there, but you can't have Deadpool on here because it says fuck a lot.
Yeah,
and he had a candy ring in his ass.
Yeah.
So
it was International Women's Day.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yay.
Woohoo. But that was a good start to
good start to the podcast.
Good flow.
Yeah. Go flowing right into sports now.
Yeah, we do have some stuff this week because it's game week.
It's game week, baby.
It's game week.
We got bowl games
and
like a mother.
Weird thing is it obviously, being Ohio State fans and stuff like that, you start getting nervous for the game of like, I'm not playing in the game.
I'm not playing in it at all.
And if they get their ass stomped, it will zero affect my life. Yeah. Like it'll suck Saturday night. By Sunday, I'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean,
it changes nothing.
Exactly. I'll hopefully, if my plans go correctly, I won't even remember the game. So yeah.
I will say this on the Ohio State side, I watched them play Kentucky the other night.
Okay.
Quality team. Ohio State's got a quality basketball team. They play some defense.
They do. It's just
it's
not good basketball though.
They're almost in a trick, like a war of like they're gonna stay on top of you. You got to earn your points against them,
and they do a good job.
And they're
of
just gonna kind of that war of attrition.
Yeah.
They're just gonna wear you down, wear you down.
Watching that offense, it's not good.
It's not great.
It's not great at all. But you're winning, so you can't bitch too much about it.
Well, you start reading off their resume.
Yeah.
You now have beat Kentucky, North Carolina, Villanova, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Penn State, I guess. I don't know what that means, and you lost a game and you had some guys out sick.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean,
it's, it's college basketball. It's early. They haven't gotten in the brunt because you haven't played Michigan yet, stuff like that. So
Michigan
know more,
State.
But, they beat the shit out of North Carolina. And a lot of people go, well, they got all those injuries. That was before they got the injuries. Before that. So
and that and I don't want to take anything away from them because North Carolina you're beating the program. You're not necessarily that team that year, but you're beating the program, North Carolina, and they're not a good team either.
No, but I think the most impressive one is the Villanova win.
Yeah,
because Kentucky's kind of in that same because they're always that way because everybody that plays for Kentucky is 18 years old and they've been on the campus for 2 months.
Exactly.
So they don't start to come together till later in the season. But, they put some pelts on the wall. and that's a good,
It's good, and that's good for them. I mean, I'm not a Buckeye basketball fan.
I understand.
And, it's not that I like hate the Buckeye basketball or anything like that.
It's never been anything.
No, and it's honestly not that. And even now you're just watching, I don't know. It's just not as, obviously you don't have the quality of players that other teams have.
Right.
And you're not, they're really grinding their wins.
What I see with him is turning Ohio State kind of into how Wisconsin is of, hey, we get guys here that are going to be here for 3 or 4 years, and you build a team.
Yeah.
You don't get I'm going to say those 2 freshmen that they are pretty damn good.
They're good.
But they're not going to the NBA next year.
No. They're
going to be there for
a couple years.
And unfortunately, that's just, that's who you are, because you're not Duke, you're not Kentucky, you're not North Carolina. I don't even know, Kansas has fallen off because they haven't death penaltied them yet, but they're working on it.
They're working on it.
They don't really give a the funny thing is they want to death penalty that stuff and get him fired out in Kansas.
Uh-huh.
I still, on the whole Miami Hurricane football thing, when they had the proof of that guy writing checks and taking these guys out and throwing parties, nothing.
Nope.
Of like, okay.
Yep.
All right, but you're going to go after Bill Self.
Yeah.
He must have pissed somebody off.
Well, I think he does that a lot. I don't think a lot of people like Bill Self, but...
Well, yeah, but those old whites in the NCAA...
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do if
you're right.
You know,
yeah, you got to piss them off something fierce.
Yeah, that's the NCAA thing is. I did notice last week the guy came out and it's like, times are changing, and it's like, yeah, no shit, man. Where you been for the last decade that you've been in charge for the last 15, 20 years? Making $4 million a year, by the way.
Yeah.
Of like, well, we're just trying to take care of these other programs. Are you now? You tell me you can't do that job for $100,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how about just $1 million?
Yeah.
You need 4?
You need $4 million.
You fly on a private jet?
Yeah. It doesn't look too good.
Oh yeah. No.
Times are changing. Yeah. Times are changing because you make way too much fucking money.
Way too much.
And nobody else makes any money.
Off no labor cost.
Yep.
And it's still not going to cost them anything because it's just going to be.
Yeah.
Well, because that was the other one. And the reason bringing that up is because that kid left Memphis. And that's the deal.
Yeah.
It was Penny Hardaway loaned that kid's mom $11,000 to move.
Yeah. Before
he was even the coach at Memphis.
Yeah.
And they're suspended that kid over that.
Uh-huh.
So now he just goes away. Mm-hmm. And if this is success, because he's top 3 pick.
Yeah.
So he's going to go make some money.
Uh-huh.
Top 3 pick. And that's when he goes, hey, times are changing. Of like, yeah. Because you just realize when these one and done kids go, you know what? I'm just going to go make $100,000 and then just go to the NBA.
Exactly.
I don't need you.
No.
I don't need the Duke name.
No, I don't. I'm going to go. You can play in the G League or whatever they call it now.
But the G League, it's such a shitty league, and there's no money in it.
No, there's no money in it.
There's no money.
But there would be if kids started going to that instead of the NCAA.
And you're going to, because you're going to see it this year, because this kid's going to get drafted top 5.
Yeah.
And you have the ball kid, too, that's probably going to get drafted top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of them went to college, and they're going to go. And, and if I'm, not a kid that came from some money in my family, of like, oh, you're telling me I get $0 if I go here? And I know everybody says, well, you get that stipend check. That stipend check is for food and your living quarters.
Yeah.
It's not getting spread very far. You ain't getting gas with that money. That's not what it's for. So you don't get to just spend it. So of like, oh yeah, so I can just
I'll just go.
Yeah, they're gonna give me $50,000 and I'm gonna play for them for 6 months, and then I'm go to the NBA. Yeah, NCAA basketball, you're gone.
Yeah, exactly. Then as soon as people start figuring that out, you're gonna see some changes there.
Because it's you don't need to. Say if that goes down and the top 5 picks in the draft, 2 of them didn't go to college.
Yeah.
I don't need Mike Krzyzewski. I don't need the Duke brand.
Yeah. I'm just going to go make money on my own.
They're making money off of me.
Yep.
So still intrigued to see what the cap numbers are going to be on that likeness thing.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to make $100 million. It's like, I'm going to guess $40,000-$50,000.
That's what I would
cap that.
I would say that too, which is
fine.
pretty good for especially if you plan on.
But it's still a weird thing of, well, I'm still working for free because I'm going to make this money no matter what.
Yeah, and I'm not making. Well, you're not making that money for playing basketball. You're making that money because people like you.
Because the likeness thing, the people making the money are going to be the people that everybody already knew about.
Exactly.
You've been on Sports Illustrated since you're 15 years old. And, you'll get one of those. You get a few of those guys who just happen to be charismatic. And they can get a YouTube following.
Yep.
But other than that, it's...
who was the dude? A few years ago, I don't know what team it was, but their bench would celebrate like crazy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So you put those videos on YouTube and you can make money off of that. I don't play basketball. I mean, I do play, but I don't play at the same time. I'm never going to play. I'm a what do you call those?
Walk on.
No, not a walk on, but I mean, yes, it was a walk on, but I'm only there because of my name or
a legacy,
like a
kind
legacy
of
kind of thing. Yeah, I'm never gonna play, but my dad gives us college money every year.
Yeah.
So,
it's going to be an interesting thing. But I guess I sidetracked that with basketball talk.
Yeah,
that's the most college basketball talk we've had on this show. Any basketball
it's still
talk we've had
season.
on this show.
I mean, it's football season. We'll get into the NCAA when it is
when
meaningful.
it's relevant.
Yeah,
and like the NBA a little bit when it should have started like next week.
Yeah,
instead of just wasting everybody's time for a couple months.
Pretty much. Yeah.
But games coming.
So do you just want me to go through all of them? We can talk and then save the.
You're just going to kind of do the New Year's Six stuff you want to talk about, or just a bit, or not New Year's Six, but actual big games.
Yeah, I'll talk about
obviously
some big
the
games.
Michigan Alabama games.
Yeah. There's one game on here that intrigues me, and I don't know why it does, but it does, and it is Oklahoma State and Texas A&M. And again, they're not playing. I mean, they're playing for it's the Academy Sports Bowl.
What the hell is that?
The Outdoors Texas Bowl.
The Outdoors Texas Bowl.
Academy Sports and Outdoors Texas Bowl is what they're playing in. That's
It'd
a
be
bowl.
Funny if it was played in like Oklahoma, though.
Yeah, it would be. But Oklahoma State and Texas A&M. Texas A&M, people want to talk about them that they're getting better.
Are they?
I don't know.
I know people. It bothers me so much because Texas A&M, not to bash the SEC, but I still don't consider Texas A&M an SEC team. Just the same way people really they don't consider Missouri or anybody else like that. But you get the splashy hire, and now all of a sudden they're supposed to be relevant.
To be good. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
and they're not.
They're not yet. I mean, if they do, it's not yet.
I don't know that I buy him as a coach yet.
Yeah,
because you had Jameis Winston. You won that national championship. You flat fucking trashed that program.
Yeah, you did.
There is nothing.
Oh, you left that.
You left nothing.
Yeah, and it didn't. Now, I don't think the Taggart guy is a good coach by any means. I mean, obviously, he had the same players that the dude at Oregon has now, and he's done a pretty good job with them now. But you didn't help out. You didn't help him out to try to get his career going. And I wouldn't have taken that job because of all the shit that had happened to him. But Oklahoma State and Texas A&M, it just, Oklahoma State's always a toss up because you never know what you're going to. You never know because they can either put up a bunch of fucking points or they don't. It's a toss up, and it's the same thing with A&M. A&M has looked really good on some games, and they also have looked like Texas A&M.
But that's my thing of like, there's only I think we can both agree that the SEC was down this year.
Yes. Yeah.
And, they've kept some games close, but there's only a couple teams in the SEC that even had an offense.
Yeah, exactly.
And now I know they kind of, they kept it within Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if you recall that game, they called a timeout
to score. Yeah, to make
it like a 14-point game. They called a timeout with a minute left in the game, down 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So let's not act like that was a close game. So what I really want to happen is because I just don't like Dabo, or not Dabo, but
I don't like Dabo, but Jimbo Fisher.
Fucko names.
Yeah.
I just want like Oregon or Oklahoma State to just hang 55 on the board.
Do you think that's on his? Do you think Jimbo is on his birth certificate?
Probably.
You think his name's
he seems like somebody that's from an area that would do
Jimbo, that. Yeah.
He looks like a Jimbo to me.
All right.
He's going to coach football. He's going to take one of the great programs ever.
Yeah.
And win a national title and then wreck it.
Good.
you
one
like
of your
it?
better ones. One of your better accents. Good job.
Jimbo.
Are you his mom? Are you supposed to be his mom?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. He's somebody.
You know, some of them, like, you can't, like, you call somebody's house, they answer the phone, you don't know.
Yeah. Who am I speaking to?
Hey, Seth.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr.
Yeah.
No, this is
Mrs.
Jen.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so 2 fake programs, USC and Iowa. I know this isn't New Year's 6, but they play in the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl.
It used to be the Poinsettia Bowl.
Just poinsettia.
I don't know how to pronounce
I'm
that
just
word because
telling
I've
you.
heard it 9 different
I
ways.
know.
Because half people say it, and half,
I think it's the
don't know.
older generation say poinsettia, but it's poinsettia.
I honestly couldn't tell you how to spell it, so
I don't either.
you don't have a spelling contest right here. Here's the thing I want to talk about that game.
Okay.
I don't really give a fuck about the game.
Yeah.
But what I want to talk about is in the Pac-12.
Okay.
USC
Mm-hmm.
in their conference finished dead fucking last in this recruiting.
Yeah.
12 out of 12. They got out recruited by Oregon State.
Yeah.
You're fucking USC.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's not good.
I don't care if you like Clay Helton or not, but it's a USC problem that you waited till the end of the season
to start recruiting.
to tell him that he's going to have a job.
Yeah. Why would he go recruit if he's not going to have a job?
Because you know what happens at the end of the season? There's a signing period in a week.
Yeah.
Like you got to be on your shit.
Yeah.
Of that, that it's just the bad thing is it's like they're so irrelevant if USC isn't good.
I know.
And there's so much talent that they can draw. I mean, the fact that like Ohio State's and Alabama's are walking into California and just plucking kids. I mean, that shouldn't happen.
No, it shouldn't. But it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's actually kind of sad because, you know, we've talked that the NCAA needs certain teams to be good and be successful again. And USC's one of them. Yeah. I mean, they are. They're a staple team over the last, 25, 30 years. They need to be good again. It makes the NCAA better. Yeah. It makes the Pac-12 better. It makes that conference relevant. Instead of having one decent team in that conference, you may have 3 now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because that's one of those of like, I know Oregon wrecked the party, but at least Oregon's a team that has had some success over the last 20 years. Mm-hmm. But you were that now. I know they probably would have made the playoffs, but just to think about this for a second, is you were one game away from being the Pac-12 and having fucking Utah win your conference.
Yeah, I know.
I know all these major conferences have added teams in.
Yeah.
Who the fuck has added a team in that's actually won it?
Yeah, I know.
It's like the Big Ten took Nebraska.
Yeah.
Who was a powerhouse.
Yeah.
They can't win 10. I don't think they've won 9 games yet.
No, I don't think they have either.
With the bullshit. Yeah.
So, I agree that the USC is just, it's shitty and it's bad. It's not the best.
Bad for everybody.
Yeah. So now let's get into some of the bigger bowls. Memphis and Penn State.
That shouldn't even be a game.
It should not be a game. But I feel like Memphis is going to be gritty and they're going to fight.
I feel like Memphis is going to win.
Oh, okay.
And hear me out here.
Okay.
Because a lot of NFL jobs are going to be coming open. And I'm wondering to see if we're going to see a jump. Because he is a guy I think that could work.
I like James Franklin a lot.
Yeah, I
do.
I feel like that's, he's taken his swings at the Big Ten, and it just, you're not going to get there.
Yeah.
Of the, if the job comes available, is now the time to jump for him. Because you've done what you needed to do at Penn State.
Yeah.
You left them in a better position. They're competitive every year. They're top 10, top 15 at worst team every year. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to get some phone calls, and I think he might listen. And just saying in that of like, you kind of have the letdown kind of loss. You know?
And I don't know if he's NFL ready. Would I think he make a good coach? Yeah, I do. Yeah. I mean, all of his players seem to like him. He seems to, he doesn't seem like he's a prick or anything like that. He just seems like he can work with pretty much anybody. But I think,
But I think where he's at, like on the college hire front, because as we talked last week, some of these firings that are happening are jobs that a lot of NFL coaches might not touch.
Yeah.
Because you're getting fired.
Yeah.
and a guy from college coming up, you got to take one of those jobs to just to get your hat in the ring. I mean, because you go there, you get fired, then you catch on in the NFL as a D coordinator, and then you get back. That's kind of how it works.
And I like I said, I like James Franklin. I think he's a good coach. But does he jump the ship this year? I don't know if it's this year. Maybe next year.
It's just kind of that, like,
it would just be.
It's some of those ones, like, you don't know who they're going to call, but some of the right jobs are coming available.
Yeah. And I think you're right. I think he listens if he happens to get a call. I just don't think that call happens.
So I'm going to tell you right now, I could see him in Carolina.
Okay.
You know, kind of his.
That cupboard's not bare either.
No.
Which is
kind
nice.
of that. I think Carolina can get a splashier coach than that. I don't think they're going to, but I could see him fitting there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Notre Dame and Iowa State, the Camping World Bowl.
Oh my God.
I feel like Iowa State's going to beat them.
How does some of these businesses have enough money?
I don't know.
To sponsor a bowl game. I haven't even heard of them.
Camping World. No, I'm sure they sell a lot of camping shit.
I would hope so.
I mean, be weird.
Hope they're not selling cars.
Yeah, you never know.
What do you guys sell at Camping World?
Campers?
Fabric. We've been head to head with Joanne Fabric for years.
We had to change our name. All right, we'll save the two big games for later.
Yeah.
Let's go with Florida and Virginia. Florida should smash them, in my opinion.
Absolutely should. Virginia is just, they're so bad.
Yeah.
And, Florida's, not that Florida's good, but they've got they're defensively good.
Yeah. And
I don't know that Virginia can score on them.
And I think they're getting better offensively. Yeah. I mean, I think Dan Mullen's done a good job. Granted, I'm not a 2-quarterback system guy. I don't like the rotation, but he's doing them in different ways. He's not saying, okay, this guy's my passer, this guy's my runner. He's having the passer run sometimes, and he's having the runner throw sometimes. So it's not like he has tendencies or tells.
True freshman, isn't he?
Yeah, Emory Jones.
So so and that works. I'm okay with that duel of because you've got that 5th year senior, and you got this true freshman that you, because of injuries, you've already had to burn his shirt.
So you might as well get him to play.
Let's get him a series here, series there. Let's get it. Yeah. Because next year he's your guy.
Yeah.
So,
has to be. Let's go with, what do I want to say? This one intrigues me. Navy, Kansas State. I'm pretty sure I did a pick at school. I'm pretty sure I picked Navy.
It's not a bad pick. I mean,
yeah.
But I'm gonna pick Kansas State just because I like the coach.
Yeah,
and that's the only,
So one thing that pissed me off, Utah almost won their conference.
Right,
was a playoff contender. Why in the blue fuck are they playing Texas? What has Texas done to be playing a team like Utah?
That's the thing that we're stuck with this fucking bowl system of why are we not making bowl games? Why are we still having conference ties? Why are we not making them off the rankings?
Yeah.
At least the top 20.
Yeah.
Or what, if you're going to rank the top 20, well, you can't do an odd number, but let's just say top 20.
Yeah.
Once you get out of the playoff, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10.
That's the way it should be.
That's the way it should be. Because I want to see those games.
Oh my God. They're so awesome. Nobody wants to, no, don't get me wrong. Texas could beat Utah. Who the fuck knows? Because Texas is so goddamn inconsistent. It's crazy. But Texas isn't even ranked anymore.
No.
And they're
bad team.
And they're playing Utah. Utah was supposed to, if they would have won, they would have been in the playoffs.
Because he's hot seated and he's shit canned as defensive coordinator already.
Yeah.
What if Utah beats the shit out of Texas?
Yeah.
What are you doing with Tom Herman?
Yeah. You got to.
Now, obviously, the signing period, like you got to shit can somebody for the signing period if you're going to do it. But hey, man.
He's definitely on the hot seat.
You got to be. Here's your thing. You make the playoffs next year, or you're fired.
Yeah,
that's kind of the way it's going.
You have to win your conference
because he got. They beat Oklahoma last year. In the regular season. That's forgotten about.
Well, I think the Georgia, them beating Georgia last year is what saved his job.
Yeah, probably. You got that's a pretty good one, man. That's way better than mine.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm gonna start practicing
in the mirror. I am Southern.
Just at work. People would be like, "What are you fucking talking about?" Nah, I'm just gonna tell you. Nah, I'm gonna tell you what.
Why do you have that bad of a draw?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what.
You sound old.
And actually, here's the funny thing is because that is based off. There's a couple people probably listening to this that know who that is. Yeah. That was a golf business wise guy that used to be a member. Okay. That's how he talked.
Oh, okay.
He'd start a sentence. Now I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna go out there, and it is always that there and them there. Take that there golf ball, and I'm gonna hit down that there fairway. Now I'm gonna tell you what. It was like so that's actually based off a real person.
Okay, I got you. Mine's just a Southern accent. That's all it's.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm gonna come in with a good Cockney accent.
A Cockney accent. So Utah and Texas. I think Utah wins just because they're better.
Utah's got a defense.
Yeah, and they have a solid running game.
They have
and Texas has a solid job of not tackling.
Outside of teams in the playoff, there's 4 NFL players on that Utah defense.
Yeah, there is.
There's no really other teams that kind of have that right now outside the playoff guys. I mean, that's they're getting there, and they're signing class.
Yeah,
they didn't do bad.
No, they didn't do bad at all.
They got like a 4 or 5 star.
Yeah,
that they took a guy that was looking at like Alabama and Ohio State as a defensive back, which is I don't know why the fuck you went to Utah, but
well, I mean, and you know what? Saying that is that coaching staff hasn't got any recognition.
No,
like they were good last year.
Yeah.
They were, I know we talked about it in one of the first episodes of why Utah was the dark horse to win the Pac-12.
Right.
Well, now we know because they're better.
That is a weird thing of like you can't get any credit. And I'm not saying anything against Ed Ogeron because he's done a quality thing. I obviously think, I forgot his name, but the Baylor coach should have won Coach of the Year.
Buell or something?
Just from Matt Rule. Just from where they were.
Yeah.
I know it's a
shitstorm.
It's a this year thing.
Yeah.
Man, they were like 1-12.
Yeah.
And they've won 11 games.
Mm-hmm.
In the Utah, you didn't win anything.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with Baylor. Yeah, but you didn't beat Oklahoma, so you can't win that.
Yeah, but I think Utah wins that game. Minnesota and Auburn. Do you just go reputation and say Auburn?
I'm going to fleck it on that one.
Okay.
Just on the, man, Auburn lays a lot of eggs.
They do.
When they go to bowl games.
Yep.
They just do. And I think that's because PJ Fleck, you were at the cusp. You couldn't get it done against Wisconsin.
Yep.
But now you can go in with your team of like, this Auburn Tigers, they just beat Alabama. I would look at that because they're probably very evenly matched team.
Well, yeah, on paper, I think they are.
But the game means more to Minnesota than it does to Auburn.
Yes.
Auburn plays for national titles.
Yeah.
And Minnesota's that's a pelt on the wall. You knock off Auburn.
Yeah. I think you know what, I'm gonna row the boat on that one too.
Yeah.
I think Minnesota wins.
Skayuma.
I wouldn't be surprised if Auburn did though.
No.
It wouldn't be a shock to me if they won.
But it's tough to stopping that offense where they motion guys everywhere and then run it off the fucking center. It's a tough offense to distinguish. It
is. But yeah, I think you're right though. It does mean a lot more for Minnesota to get this get the win.
Huge.
Yeah.
Like Minnesota wins that game. That's a massive. That's one where you can say Minnesota wins that game. That's when a bowl game matters for a school like Minnesota. Yep. Even if Auburn loses, nobody gives a shit.
No, because
it's not a playoff game.
Exactly.
But for Minnesota, that's like, man, you can recruit off a win like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. So now we're going to go with Michigan and Alabama.
I've been back and forth on this one.
Yeah.
I want to say that Michigan should win this game.
Okay.
But they won't.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I don't have any trust in Harbaugh that he can do what they need to do.
Yeah.
Because I think you always say that against Ohio State. If not now, then when?
Yeah.
Hey, if not now, this is when you get this is when you get Alabama. If you're Michigan, this is your year to get a marquee win against the name, the franchise of college football.
Yeah.
But
no, I'm picking Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have a line on that, do you?
7.
7. Alabama's given 7.
Given 7 to Michigan.
Man, isn't that a bad thing, too? You're on your backup quarterback. Half your defense has been injured.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they're probably going to have somebody sit out, at some, for, and your Michigan just.
A touchdown.
But I think that would get some people off the ledge in Michigan if they get that win. But I kind of think that Alabama might beat them by 20. I can see that happening. I can see it getting out of hand.
If Michigan beats Alabama, nobody's fired.
No.
If Alabama beats Michigan, I don't think Harbaugh's fired. I think most of that staff is fired.
Because I guess here's another one to think too. About backup quarterbacks and stuff like that. Of like they lost to Auburn. Man, there's 3 interceptions that he threw. One was a pick 6, or 2 of them was, or whatever. I mean, Auburn's defense scored some points. Michigan ain't going to do that.
No.
And
that's why I'm going out. I'm going with the coach on this one. You're down players. It's all about what he can do. He's a great coach, one of the best ever in college football. He's going to get the win for them.
I would go 38-17.
Okay.
Kind of feels.
Yeah.
I think, a field goal and a couple touchdowns for Michigan. Yeah, I know that throws that Alabama would kick a field goal at some point. I don't know if they can fucking make one.
Yeah.
But, maybe they could.
I was going to go like 28-10.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think Alabama's going to hang some numbers.
Yeah.
I think Nick Saban's going to. I think you're going to see this.
His anger come out.
Everybody's kind of talking, because you lose to Auburn. Now everybody's like, is Nick Saban done?
Yeah.
This dynasty's over. He should retire. Yeah. Should they think about firing him? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
People are idiots. That's their job.
I kind of feel like.
Yeah, he's just going to want a little statement game here.
Okay.
Yeah. You think I lost a step?
And as a, Big Ten country up here, like you kind of, it's the only time I'd really root for Michigan. Yeah,
if there's a time to root for Michigan,
there's a time to root for them, it's now.
Yeah.
Because you need that stuff, like, see, if you're an Ohio State fan. So, like, come next year, if Ohio State loses a game, this Michigan-Alabama game's a big game. Because it's like, well, you're bullshit conference. You can't beat anybody.
Yeah.
So you kind of need that.
No, but there's always that asterisk because Tua's not playing.
Yeah.
There's always going to be that asterisk. Whatever.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Oregon, Wisconsin in the Rose Bowl. Wisconsin.
This is it's going to sound weird.
Yeah.
But I could give a flying fuck about that game.
I know.
I don't know why.
I know it.
But I have zero interest in that fucking game.
I like Oregon. Wisconsin's going to win the game.
Yeah.
But I like Oregon. I don't know, and I don't know what they do for me to like them, but, the Cristobal, the coach, hadn't been there for 2 years. He's been there 2 years now. Offensive line, solid.
Right.
I mean, all 5 of those guys are getting drafted. Quarterback, Herbert's obviously being drafted.
Yeah.
Not a bad quarterback.
He's kind of fell down the board, too.
But that's okay because
he needs to be a better team.
Yeah, he needs to go to a better team. He's not a day one starter anywhere. But I like the quarterback. I like what they're doing, and I just like the team. I've always, even, when you're a kid and you see all the different cool ass uniforms and shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's cool as hell. So like Oregon has always been in the back of my mind of, you don't want them to suck.
No,
because they're cool. But
I have one on the Wisconsin side of it. Like, I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Like, you can't put your finger on it. Are they like you're a running team with defense? Because your defense is and your running games,
yeah.
And now you pass the ball a little bit for half, but then you couldn't. I don't know. Like, you're a really good team, but I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that.
I just think honestly, I think it's a Wisconsin mindset that they're grinders. They're gritty people. They're gritty kids that they're going to fight for every fucking play, no matter what. And if Jonathan Taylor breaks one, he breaks one.
And that's the only thing that my biggest issue with Wisconsin, it being that grinded out kind of old school football of what happens if you don't score first?
Yeah.
What if What if you
get behind?
You reverse that of how they played Ohio State. So if Ohio State jumps up 14-0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you do?
What are you going to do?
Well, yeah, they didn't do anything in the first game they played them when Ohio State jumped
nothing.
up. So
I mean,
and it's hard to score when you're like that.
Yeah,
because you're one dimensional.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind because obviously Ohio State's more of a running team.
Yeah.
But they do it different,
That's different
Or
styles.
Wisconsin is, we're just going to not even
Between
really
the
run out of
tackles.
shotgun.
No,
We're gonna go, but there's no mixture to it.
No.
To,
Yeah.
to throw you off.
Exactly. And that just comes back to design of.
Tell you what, with Jonathan Taylor, because Jonathan Taylor's a quality running back, very quality running back.
Yeah.
You put him with not even saying a Justin Fields, but kind of like Penn State, the way they kind of do that and they'll pull it out and everything. Mm-hmm. Like Trace McSorley last year with some running. How many yards he going to rush for
exactly.
now? I mean, because now it opens it up, and now you see what Jonathan Taylor could be.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that does hurt him when it's just like obviously it didn't hurt Haskins last year, but it hurt Dobbins last year
100%
because they stacked the box.
Yeah,
so it's the same situation where we're going to load this fucking box.
Yeah, you spread that out a little bit,
and he gets way better.
Yeah,
and that's been a story for Wisconsin running backs over the last 6-7 years now. Because
what they can't do, and not to say that it's because it's usually against Ohio State, or it's in a bowl game when they're playing like a SEC defense or something,
team,
like even you're playing a Florida or something like that. It's okay because most teams that Wisconsin's playing can't stack the box, because they don't have NFL corners. Mm-hmm. Now, when you can line up outside and then guard you 1-on-1. Now running the footballs, now if this kid turns into a passer, which I think he's going to be a quarterback,
but he's going to be a good quarterback.
You start pushing it down the field some. Now you got something.
He's going to be a good quarterback for Wisconsin, as long as they have a running game. Yeah. Which I don't know if they have
I'm sure they do.
Another Jonathan Taylor back.
The last however many years they have.
I know.
But that's a tough thing too with their running backs. Mm-hmm. I feel like they don't do a lot in the NFL
because
I think they're beaten up. I mean, you're playing 12 games in college and you get 35 carries a game. You're kind of done.
Well, Melvin Gordon still hasn't gotten his contract.
No, and I don't think they care.
No,
I mean
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He, Monte Ball was drafted by the Broncos. He fizzled out because he couldn't stay out of trouble. But still, I mean,
Ron Dane. I think he may or ate himself. He got a little too into the Wideside.
Yeah.
And ate himself out of the league. I mean,
he played for the Broncos for a couple years.
I understand that, but
I'm just saying I remember him. No, Heisman winner though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's leading rusher still, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Which is just weird. When somebody like that doesn't have the career knocks off Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
I was like, Barry Sanders.
I know. I thought somebody in college beat that record though.
Ron Dane's record?
Yeah.
Did they?
I don't know.
I don't
know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, it's pretty tough because most people, they don't play long enough to do that.
No. So next game, Georgia and Baylor.
That's an interesting game.
It is.
Because it's two defenses going at it.
Uh-huh.
Because it won't be, but that's one that could be like fucking 10-7.
Yeah.
I mean, it really easily could be a 10-7 game. I don't like Georgia.
Huh?
I don't like
Georgia.
You don't like Georgia.
So. And that's the thing. Like, Georgia's offense has been good against bad teams. Not saying Baylor's a bad team, but Baylor has a tendency to give up a lot of big plays.
Yeah.
And back-to-back, kind of like, 2 touchdowns in 4 or 5 minutes, that kind of sporadic defense. Not saying Georgia's offense can. I think if Georgia runs the ball, because Swift is a good running back.
Yeah.
He's a good running back.
For some reason, they hadn't been able to do it.
Yeah, I know. But I think that if they can get him going a little bit, they have a better shot to beat Baylor. I don't think Baylor wins this game. I don't think they're there yet.
I want them to, and it's going to be a weird thing because, one, I like Matt Rule.
Yeah.
But two, it feels like even though they're in the Big 12, like they feel like a mid-major school.
Yeah.
It almost feels like that March Madness thing. Yeah. Like I want Baylor to jump up and,
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what, I'm picking Baylor wins this game.
Okay. I'm going Georgia.
I really, because I think Baylor, the one thing they've been able to do is keep it tight.
Yeah.
And, and win late. So.
Yeah, they have.
They're good at forcing it in tight.
I mean, yeah. I guess.
Spit on it and stick it in, just like we started.
Just like their old coach.
Yeah. I don't do that, coach. That's how the last one got fired. Look at that and looking the other way.
Yeah, that too. Okay, so now we're going to the games people actually care about. The college football playoffs.
Yeah.
The CFP semifinal games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with the bullshit one first.
Yeah. Which one? Okay, Oklahoma and LSU.
Still 14 points.
13.5 now.
Okay.
Yeah. I would just love to see a good game.
Yeah.
I don't even care if Oklahoma wins. I don't care who wins this game, honestly.
No.
Because I think the winner of the Ohio State Clemson game wins the national championship.
Right.
Personally,
right.
I want to make it a game. There's nothing worse than watching a blowout of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes the college football playoff seem meaningless anymore. Oh, you picked that was your fourth best team, the team who got beat by 50.
Yeah, you want expansion.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well the fourth team just got beat by 30.
So I definitely want a good game. Do I think LSU they're the better team?
The problem is you got LSU's running back has a hamstring issue, but that's whatever.
Yeah,
he's playing. He's gonna play.
Yeah.
Now the suspensions for Oklahoma, you got a pass rusher that just and Oklahoma's deal is if they get pressure on a quarterback, their defense is okay, but they also disappear for multiple games.
Yeah,
and now one of your pass rushers just got suspended.
Yeah. And a corner, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't a DB too?
Yeah. And it's not like they're deep on defense.
No.
But I don't think Oklahoma wins this game, even though I find myself kind of rooting for the underdog because everybody's just written them off.
Yeah, I know. They don't talk about
So it's like,
yeah.
Well, when LSU has to play Ohio State or Clemson, it's like, well, Oklahoma's still there.
Yeah.
But everybody's just.
Yeah.
But if Oklahoma were to win that game, I think you're going to see one of the most boring games ever.
Yeah.
Because Oklahoma's going to have to go on 10 and 12 play drives.
To try to keep the ball out of
it.
You
just have to keep LSU off the field. That's the only way.
The only thing that I will say about Oklahoma is they play a quarters defense with their defensive backs. Well, it allows you to have one unaccounted for DB.
Yeah.
Because you're not reading that defensive back in your RPOs and stuff. You're reading the linebacker. So it gives you a free player, and it can also fuck with you a little bit, if you're the quarterback, because that guy can just go wherever the hell he wants.
Right.
As long as, if he has his quarter of the field, he's good, but he can roam, he can do whatever he wants, and that may give Burrows trouble in the first half.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until they actually go into halftime and see it.
I would look that along with the Heisman Tour shit, because there is something to that. There is, you're going to chicken dinners and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And doing, lay off the rust aspect.
Yeah.
I see Oklahoma getting like a cheap interception.
Okay.
And early. In like first quarter, they're going to pick off Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's going to kind of be it. And then it's going to get tightened up and start.
It's going to be a shootout.
You think so?
Yeah. I think it has to be.
Well, it has to be for Oklahoma because it's either a shootout and Oklahoma loses or wins close.
Yeah.
Or they get beat by 40.
Yeah, and I
think Oklahoma can score. I don't feel that they can stop LSU.
No, that's why it's going to be a shootout. Yeah. I don't think LSU can stop Oklahoma. At times, like I said, at times they've shown what they can do against Georgia. Oklahoma's offense is way better than Georgia's offense.
Way better.
Lincoln Riley is a better offensive mind than whoever the hell Georgia calls plays.
Well, just think about this though. The one game that we keep on LSU's defense, what was the trigger of them giving up 400 yards rushing? A running quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And what does Oklahoma have?
A running quarterback.
More so than a passer.
Yeah.
And in the last 3 games, that's kind of what Oklahoma's been doing. Where Jalen Hurts is running the football.
Yeah.
That's where, but then that comes into the don't get dinged up.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, because if Jalen Hurts running the football, because I think that with a running quarterback like that, I think they can run the ball all over LSU.
Mm-hmm.
But it's if he has to throw the ball more than 20 to 24 times, they're getting their asses stomped.
Yeah.
But because it is in that first half, you got to keep. Oklahoma has to have the ball for 20 minutes. You got to go on a 20-10 kind of thing for it to be, because I think on Oklahoma's defense, I think LSU can score really fast.
Okay. Now, see, I think Oklahoma is the opposite of that. I don't think they can sustain 10 to 12 play drives.
Yeah.
I think they're,
just too quick hit.
I think they are because it's, they don't huddle. That's the only way if they're going to call in the play slower. That's the only way they eat clock. Like you said, though, if Jalen Hurts can successfully run the ball, I think it's going to give LSU problems.
Well, that would be it'd be interesting because this is the first year Lincoln Riley's has to kind of change.
Yeah.
Because Jalen Hurts, he's not the passer that you've had the last 2 years.
No.
But the way I see it, they go no huddle. But on the Lincoln Riley thing, what I see is the no huddle rush it to the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not snapping it.
Yeah.
So you can't, but we're going to be there.
Yeah.
So if you try to sub, we're going to catch you.
Yeah.
It's just, I think you just have to make the commitment to this is the package we're putting on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to, now once you get inside the red zone and stuff, but I still wouldn't do it because I see a lot of people wear the defense out and then get to the red zone, search sub and well, this is when you want the worn out guys.
Uh-huh. Yeah, when you want to score.
But, it's but I feel that of hey, let's snap it at under 10. We don't have to snap it at 25.
Yeah. And
we're not letting their players get off the field.
I 100% agree with that. I just want them. Like I said, I just want to be a game. I just want a game.
Yeah, because it's because that's the early game, isn't it? Like 4 o'clock or whatever. Yeah. I don't want by 5:15
to turn the
to
other,
be
turn
figuring
the
something out and having to wait till the 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
game,
I know. Yeah.
What do you want to pick it?
Yeah.
You want
to okay.
You want to pick it with the spread, or because I think we're both going the same way in a straight up game.
Yes, for
without
sure.
The spread is you're picking LSU.
Yeah, I'm going Oklahoma with the spread.
With the spread,
yeah,
I'm going LSU.
Okay,
giving it up.
All right.
Score.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got you thinking now.
Yeah, it does. I am going to go 45-38.
I can see that. I'm kind of in that 45 number on the LSU side, but I'm more in the 21.
Yeah. Okay.
On
Oklahoma side. Yeah, I'm going to go 45-38.
Yeah. Is you know what? I could even say 45-24.
Okay.
Because I'm still going to cover on that. Because I can see, because here's the way we'll keep track of this, see if I'm right. Wins the coin flip, Oklahoma ends up with the ball first.
Yeah.
Oklahoma drives it down the field and kicks a field goal. Huh. That's kind of because that pisses me off. You drive it down the field you just want to say, motherfucker, you're not going to beat LSU with field goals.
No, you're not.
Now, if it's, 4th down and 12 because of penalties,
exactly.
you got to kick it.
Yeah, you want the points.
But it's hey, it's 4th down and 3 at the 20 and you kicked a field goal. Man, that shit ain't going to work.
And I think LSU's defense gets better inside the 20.
Yeah, because there's less room.
Exactly.
They can tighten up.
Yeah. And you have, according to, everybody else, you have the best DB in college football. I think, I personally think Oklahoma is going to have to score outside the red zone.
Yeah, probably so. The only difference is that running quarterback.
Yep.
Because it's not 11 on 10, it's 11 on 11. You have to account for him.
Yeah.
But then again, and we're not off much of that running quarterback really doesn't mean jack shit once you get inside the 5-yard line because then it's way too tight. So, but in that 8, 9, 10-yard line, you can skimmer out that
a little
side.
bit. Yeah. So I think they're really going to have to do their scoring.
Yeah, because I can see you're going to get a lot of theirs. They're going to get down to the 5-yard line and they do that fucking bullshit rollout, shrink half the field, and you have 2 receivers over there that are never open and you can't run.
Yeah,
and that's because that's just
throw it away.
That's what they do.
Yeah,
but yeah, I keep that on the on the thought process if Oklahoma gets the ball first, runs down, kicks a field goal. Because it just feels like as soon as they do that, like, yeah, we got the lead. It's like, yeah, this other team's going to go down and score a touchdown. So
exactly. So
I don't know why you're kicking field goals.
You can't trade that. So you got to fucking score a touchdown. All right. So the late game. Clemson, Ohio State.
The Clemson Tigers versus the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Not bad. Is
that deep enough?
It's good. I've never heard that.
Did it get in there deep?
I've never heard that before.
Do you want me to go deeper? I can get a little deeper. Do you like it when it tickles? Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
We're talking about football.
I do, though. All right. 2 undefeated teams going against each other.
In what should be the national championship game.
Should be, yes. Like I said earlier, I think whoever wins this game wins the national championship.
I do, too. I don't really buy LSU. I like the story.
Yeah.
I don't buy them going against kind of some NFL defenses that are coming.
Yeah.
The whole Alabama thing, people forget that like half Alabama's defense isn't playing right now.
People forget that it only ended up being a 3-point game.
Yeah.
They blew them out, but they also fucking came back.
And I'm still going on that even with Alabama's defense dinged up the way it is. If you get a full strength Tua, Alabama wins that game.
I think so.
If Tua doesn't fumble that fucking ball on the first drive.
Yeah, you might win that game. Okay. Let's talk the game. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
You want to go?
I'll go. I think Clemson wins. That's just my opinion.
We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Right when they first got announced. The only way Clemson doesn't win is if we can get some pressure on Trevor Lawrence, number 1. Number 2, we need somebody other than Okuda. I say we because I coach and play for Ohio State. Somebody other than Jeff Okuda is going to have to fucking cover somebody.
Yeah.
That's what scares me, is they're going to have to go man some point in time just to change something up. What are those other 2 guys doing opposite of Jeff Okuda? You know what I'm saying?
Getting lit up.
That's the worst part about it. Last year, when Alabama played Clemson, same receivers, they got fucking torched because they went man to man.
I concur on that.
Okay.
Because you're going to see some zone from Ohio State. But the issue being, hey, if they're going to double team Chase and your other guys aren't going to get on Trevor Lawrence, you can get trashed in a zone because Trevor Lawrence is going to pick you apart.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're not getting pressure, if they don't get pressure, it's over. Like they have to hit Lawrence a lot.
Yeah.
Do you need to continue?
Keep
going.
No, I mean I'm just I just want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I think this is the game Trevor Lawrence shows that he's human. I think he makes a couple mistakes. I do. I still think Clemson wins, but I still think this is the game where he shows that he actually throws interceptions. He actually fumbles the ball.
It's either that way where he throws some interceptions or he looked like he did at Alabama.
Yeah,
this is why
he's the best.
People forgot that he's the best quarterback in the country. I know Joe Burrow had a fantastic year. Yeah. Trevor Lawrence is the best quarterback in the country.
Yes. Yeah. But that's the thing though. I think I think we see I want to call him the human side because he just hasn't been human with his quarterback play.
And I could see that happening too of like, cause the one thing about playing the garbage that they've played is you kind of get away with stuff. Where you don't, they don't have guys running 4 threes in the backfield when you're making these passes, and then all of a sudden that safety runs over and snags it. I mean,
I think Chase Young has a breakout game personally.
I think he has to.
I think he does.
Kind of like that first Wisconsin game, that 4 sacks.
Yeah, I think he has a breakout. I don't think Clemson has enough. That was a good enough, line to block him. I also feel like it's giving 2 weeks to have those other guys prepare for the game of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like the true freshman on the other side, he's got 2-3 more years, but this is his time to show what he has again. Again, there may not be another time that they're in the playoffs. Should there be? I don't know. We'll wait till next year.
Yeah.
But you may not have this opportunity again.
This is one of those ones where I've been kind of back and forth on stuff. I also think Clemson's going to win the game. I think it's going to be competitive, but there's still that inkling in me that goes like Clemson might blow out Ohio State.
Yeah, because they have. Like, I'm going
it's
off
one of those ones,
reputation.
and why I say blowout, I mean a multi-score.
Yeah,
not saying
touchdowns.
3 touchdowns, but maybe 17.
Yeah,
It just has that because it's like I don't you don't know anything about Ryan Day.
Yeah,
I mean these last 3 games they played. That's a hellacious schedule that they were ending up with, but they didn't look good in any of those games.
No, they didn't.
They just didn't.
No, they found ways. Like again, I've been saying it all year. He's very good at making adjustments.
Yeah.
He is. He's very good at that, and they make them early, and they keep making them. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't. Well, we've made this one. We're going to stick with it. No, once they figure that out, he does something else. That's what I'm interested in. I think Brent Venables is a very good defensive coordinator. I think Ryan Day is a very good offensive coordinator. Slash head coach, if that's what you want to call him, but he's the offensive coordinator. I just feel like that's going to be a good matchup.
I think that's the matchup. That's the only matchup to even talk about.
Okay.
Is Ohio State's offense against Clemson's defense. Just because of the way Venables is.
Yeah.
Because, Clemson's going to score.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they just are.
Ohio State's defense is good, but Clemson's going to put numbers up.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, I'd like to say if it's a close game, both teams are going to be in the 30s.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be, but because Venables with that time, man, he makes some good offenses look fucking stupid.
Yeah, he does.
That's kind of
that's what he does.
I mean, he just brings shit that they bring so much pressure that you just
they're
can't.
Just so well prepared too. Like I remember a few years ago, the first time they had played Alabama, they lost, but I remember watching the game and their linebacker was calling out the plays that Alabama was going to run. And I remember like, okay, that's good on the linebacker, but that's all the defensive guy telling them, the preparation of it.
The one thing that I would say about Ohio State, obviously, because we didn't get to watch Clemson that much because they weren't on TV all that much.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're up fucking 4 touchdowns in the first quarter.
Yep.
But the one thing I think from watching a lot of Ohio State games, I think you saw very vanilla play calling on both sides of the ball just because they didn't need to do anything. So I don't think, on the play calling wise, but the thing that bothers me, now Clemson's defensive line's not what it is, just attrition, man. They just lost so many guys to the NFL. They're really good, but they're also really young. They're just not there yet. Linebacker's very good.
Yes.
In his blitz packages that he runs. And what's the one thing that Ohio State has not been good at? Blocking for the quarterback. Yeah. Because I know they say, well, this offense line's really good. You know what? Justin Fields gets sacked a fucking lot.
Yeah, and that's also Fields' fault. He holds onto the ball like shit, man.
But that's just being a young quarterback.
Yeah.
But you're in the pocket getting hit.
Yeah.
That's where and he has a bit of a fumble problem. Like I could very easily, like talking about that, seeing Ohio State getting the ball, and on that first possession, Fields getting it being a sack fumble.
Oh, okay. I mean,
instantly kind of like,
oh,
damn it, you know. But it's a scary game that I don't see how. I mean, Ohio State's really good, but it's one of those ones where it's like trying to see a way that they win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only way they win is to hit
turnovers.
I mean, is to get in fucking Lawrence's head.
Because I'm not buying Ohio State's defense.
No.
Because they haven't played anybody with offense.
No. And and I know we gotta go back to the Michigan game. They exploited the linebackers in coverage.
Yeah.
So
and guess who did that also? Wisconsin.
Yeah. So when you look at that, okay, well, I have a really good quarterback. You're going to try to cover ETN with Pete Werner or Tuff Borland.
Yeah.
Nope. That's not going to happen.
That's the problem with them is that matchup.
Yeah.
Maybe you can stop him running. Maybe ETN only runs for 70 yards.
Yeah, but he may have 80 yards receiving.
Yeah, might have 80 yards receiving.
Yeah, and a touchdown. Yeah. I mean, that's the worst part. And of course, they're going to have to go man because they're going to have to mix up coverages. Yeah. I just don't want that maybe one play that you have to switch to man just to, shake it up. That's going to be your killer. And
I think this is the one, because they say, kind of how they've played defensive with some zone.
Yeah.
Because we're just going to let our athletes play free because they're athletes.
Yeah.
But this first game with that team across from you might have better athletes than you.
Yeah.
So your athleticism doesn't mean shit in this game. Because, okay, you're NFL guys. these are NFL guys. Now you're down to scheme.
Exactly.
And their Ohio State's defensive scheme has been garbage.
Yeah.
Because they haven't had to have one. But maybe they do. Maybe you just haven't seen it.
Yeah, and they could. And obviously, I mean, Greg Madison's been around for a long time. Jeff Hafley's been in the NFL. He's seen, what defenses are supposed to do. He's getting a head coaching job, so he obviously knows what he's doing a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do. I mean, obviously they're going to have a plan. They're not just going to be like, nope, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing.
We're just going to go back here and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean.
Give it the old see what happens.
There can't be, for Ohio State, there can't be that oh shit moment. No. Of where, oh shit, these guys are really fucking good. Yeah. We got to pick up our game. It's got to be right from the fucking opening, kickoff that we're just, it's a mindset of we're just as good as these guys.
I think I would feel good that, whatever it is, Clemson's first possession.
Okay.
If Ohio State can force a punt.
Okay.
Because the last two games, Michigan and Wisconsin
drove down the field and scored.
And I mean, both walked down the field. Yep. It wasn't didn't even put up an effort.
Yep.
Because one thing you do know about Ohio State, at some point in time in the game, they will give up a penalty-induced touchdown.
Yeah.
Where you'll be stopping them, and then it's 15 yards, 15 yards, 15 yards, and all of a sudden they're down at the 10.
Well, because
they do it every game.
I guarantee there's going to be a shitload of pass interference calls.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there just is.
Because Dabo Swinney's going to be all over those refs already. Yeah. Hey, look, man, they're nothing but hands, and, we're a passing team.
Exactly.
They can't be doing that.
Yep.
Which I hope it's not.
I hope it's not, too, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
As a whole, as a unit, we're going, DBs versus receivers. The receivers unit is better overall than the DB unit is. And, Jeff Okudah is good. Very good corner.
He's top 15 pick.
Yeah. So, but that's only one guy.
Yeah.
You got to guard those other three guys.
And that's the turnover game, because that's one thing of, and you know what's happened, obviously watching a lot of Ohio State games, there's a lot of times where their guys could get interceptions. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
They just miss.
Yeah.
Or that's the one you can't have a ball go through a defensive back's hands.
Nope.
You just can't.
Yeah.
But it's
and I don't want to say Ohio State has to play a perfect game to win, but it's got to be damn near close.
Because, you think that because you don't know what Clemson is.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense is really good because they have NFL guys.
Yeah, 5 of them.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, they're going to score.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way they don't score is if Trevor Lawrence just on his back all night.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to start out with, when you have linebacker coverage problems.
Yeah, they're going to exploit them.
Here's one. Ohio State's not good at covering slants.
Yeah.
And their linebackers miss a lot of tackles on wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to catch they're going to run a slant for 80 yards.
Yeah.
Of that's the thing.
If I'm Clemson, I'm lining up my 2 dudes in the slot.
Oh, yeah.
You going to bring your corner down and play the slot? Who's going to play the outside? Safeties? Safety's going to play the slot? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to go zone then? Okay, let's go to zone. We'll just sit and run curls. The thing,
like you kind of seen it, you go back into the Michigan game. When Michigan was dicing them up, they were on that kind of that 1.5, 2 second clock. That ball was out. And then when they got in trouble is they start trying to push it down the field.
Mm-hmm.
But Clemson, if that ball's out in 2 seconds to where your defense line doesn't matter, they're just going to march up and down the field on Ohio State. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, they kind of made careers out of that.
Yeah,
balls out in 2 seconds, you can't get to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's I just have that blowout.
Yeah,
that just kind of
in my gut.
Yeah, it's like.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can say that. Other than the 1 year, Ohio State doesn't really do that well in bowls.
No, they're terrible.
They're terrible.
They're terrible at it.
And that's one thing that Urban kind of was better at, but at the same time, it wasn't better at.
He's better at it as that he won, but they were like, you're playing some bad teams.
Yeah.
You're just, and you start thinking about that. Now, I know they were really good and they won a national championship, but you got beat 31-0. And Clemson was phenomenal that year.
Yeah,
their defense was crazy. But you didn't score?
Yeah.
Like, that's the...
Yeah.
And it's tough because, obviously none of these people were on that team.
Yeah.
Maybe a fifth-year senior was on that team. But you just have that in your mind of like, because Ohio State's never beat Clemson ever.
Yeah, ever.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
And
one thing that Dabo does well is he wins bowl games.
That's all he does.
Yeah. Really, I don't like the guy. I think he's kind of a whiny little.
He's kind of like
but,
the Urban Meyer thing of like they're winning national championships and losing games to fucking Syracuse.
Yeah,
it's kind of that.
Yeah,
yeah. This whiny shit of like, we're still the underdogs. Like, you're favored in the game.
Yeah,
right?
you're favored in the game.
Most people, actually, I don't know that I've seen any experts pick Ohio State. Well, I think Joe Klatt did just because he said he's been on Ohio State all year.
Yeah,
but for the most part on ESPN stuff. Pretty much everybody picked Clemson. I mean,
they just don't talk about you because it's your schedule. It has nothing to do with your team. It's that you don't play anybody, and it's not your fault.
Not his fault. It's the conference's fault. Yeah. I mean,
and so you can't sit there and bitch about nobody talks about us. We're the underdog. We're getting written off. Well, you're not, because you're the third best team and ranked third best team. You may if you would have played two teams with winning records, you may be the best team. You may be one,
and it's. Yeah, that's the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
They would have been number one if Texas A&M was as good as people thought they were.
Yeah.
Texas A&M goes 10-2. Clemson's number one team in the country right now.
Yeah.
I mean, just because that's all they had.
Yeah. Or if if you would have played Notre Dame when they were ranked.
Yeah.
Something like that.
No.
I mean, and you would have beat that team. Something.
And the thing is, I mean, it's going to take some time, but it's coming. Like, Georgia Tech. They hired that new. They had a good recruiting class.
Yeah, they did.
They did really well.
Mm-hmm.
Florida State getting the guy from Memphis.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
Guy's been successful, but you're 2 years out. You're
exactly.
3 years out of.
Yeah. I mean, it's coming. You're right, but it's going to be the same story next year.
Oh yeah,
it is. It's just you're not. It's
the
hard
only
to.
thing you would see is I don't even know who plays.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what their schedule is, who their crossovers are, if they even play Florida State.
Yeah.
Or Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get those games. So first year head coach, Florida State, he's turned the program around. They jump up and beat Clemson.
Yeah.
That's not shocking. That story happens.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
But it doesn't happen if you meet in the ACC championship game.
No, it happens early. It happens early because nobody sees what you're doing. It's like Maryland this year.
It's like week 6, Florida State beat Clemson. You don't see that.
No.
No. But
week 1, the first.
Because Mac Brown had his shot.
Yeah.
Now, next year when they play North Carolina, North Carolina's getting beat by 40.
For sure.
I mean, that's just.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Seems like the only team in that conference that can beat them is Syracuse for some reason. I don't understand.
They play them tough except for this year.
Yeah.
They play them tough every year.
I don't know why.
Every year. Them or like.
And it's usually at Clemson.
Yeah, I know.
When they do it.
Yeah. Or South Carolina's played tough with them over the last few years.
There's a team that just. They should be better. South Carolina should be better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, the old ball coach went down there and just fucked that. I've never been a fan of Spurrier either.
Oh, okay.
I don't like him. Calls himself the ball coach in commercials, and that bothers me.
Yeah.
This ball coach, the fuck you talking about?
What kind of ball?
Well, yeah. Soccer?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of balls.
Yeah. Lacrosse?
Yeah. Testicles?
Yeah. You get balls on your face?
Yeah.
Quagmire in there?
Quagmire in there?
But yeah. Oh, okay. So, I guess we're down to that point of what's the score, Seth?
Oh, God.
So, I mean, we both said Clemson.
Yeah.
And
they cover the spread. 2.5.
Yeah, it's 2.5. 2.5. So, I mean, it'd be a very rare occasion that you win by less than that.
I'm going to go 38-27.
Okay. I'm going to go 42-28.
Okay.
Yeah. And that 28, I honestly think that 28, I think Ohio State scores a touchdown with like 2 minutes left to make it
reasonable. Okay.
I mean, I don't feel great about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd like to be wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's so hard
to pick. Yeah.
I mean, it just,
Yeah.
Plus, you never really pick the teams you root for anyways. Like, I feel they're going to get beat by everybody, but it's just, you don't know who Ryan Day is yet. You just don't know who he is.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to find out if they do win.
Oh, yeah.
What he's capable of.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, if whoever wins that game's winning the national championship.
Because that's one of those things, too, of like, now I know he stepped in for, cupboard was pretty stacked.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Very
you're
stacked.
taking over for Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
But who steps in and wins games like this fucking year one?
Yeah.
It's just
hard. Yeah.
It's just different. And not to mention, he's never been involved in it.
Yeah.
Never had this layoff in a bowl game and like this because he wasn't there the last time they were there.
Yep.
I don't even know if when he was coaching the NFL if they even made the fucking playoffs. I don't think they did.
Maybe if he was with the Eagles. Maybe one year when he was with the Eagles. Yeah. I can't remember though. But no, I mean, when he was with the Niners, no, they were bad.
No,
they were bad.
No, he was in that Kelly stretch. Ugh.
Yeah, well, he was with Chip Kelly in Philly too.
Yeah,
but I feel like they made the playoffs one year.
Did they?
Yeah.
Didn't they make it the first year Chip was in Philly?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, the very first year.
But was Ryan Day there? Or was he still at Boston College?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean,
yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, not that it matters because the NFL is different than the fucking college.
Yeah.
So, and he wasn't the head guy there. He was just quarterback coach, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That's I hope what Ryan Day proves something, but it's just it's Dabo Swinney, and it's it's the one thing that and that's what's kept him is with Venables not leaving.
Yeah,
the fact that I'm just going to stay here.
Well, it's from the reports that you get from everybody is Venables is an asshole.
Oh, I'm sure. And I mean, just watching him on the sideline.
Yeah, and he's the highest paid assistant.
Yeah.
Why leave? I'm competing for national championships. I'm the highest paid guy.
Only not if just outside of being an Ohio State fan or anything like that. Of like just he just looks like a fucking prick on the sidelines. That's when you want to see them go. Oh, they just hung 55 on this fucking defensive guru.
Yeah, I know.
That's because he just doesn't seem like he seems like a sore winner.
Yeah.
Like even when they win, he's like, we were supposed to win. You guys suck.
Yep.
But so we get on that look. You got Clemson and LSU in the national championship game, and Clemson. I think we're both going to say Clemson can make LSU punt 3 times. I don't know that LSU can make Clemson punt.
No,
so that would be.
I would say
it'd be like that shootout feeling, but it wouldn't be. I think it's a double-digit game.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have some questions for you.
Okay.
I thought of a couple questions.
Right.
The first one is kind of I know this was an abrupt change, but I think I feel like the listeners got their fill of college football. So it's like it's kind of a blindsided for Wideside people.
Okay.
Now it's an either or. This is going to be a question of like you can have one, but then you can't have the other kind of things. And of the forever. You can either have this or you can have this forever.
Okay.
Wings.
Okay.
Nachos.
Wings.
And now, even with and I'm not just saying like nachos and cheese, like you put chicken and stuff on it and stuff like that. Any kind. You just straight up wings. Like there's no question of that.
No question.
Because I had some nachos the other day.
I fucking love nachos.
I started thinking about that going, well, you talk like those swine chips. Yeah. That's considered part of that kind of nacho.
Is that a nacho? Because nacho's a nacho.
They're chips with cheese and.
Okay, but it's potato chips.
Yeah, but it's chips.
But what's your category of nachos then? Nachos are the nacho fucking chips.
Before you answer, you didn't let me get the whole fucking question out before you answered. You're chicken wings. Give me them chicken wings.
Sorry.
Because I was going to say like the swine chip, like that. I consider that part of like a nacho type platter. Okay. We'll call it a nacho platter.
Just
you throw
some
shit on
kind
it.
of chips to throw shit on top
cheese,
of it. Okay.
Beef, whatever.
I'm going to put this statement down there. When Molly and I go to a restaurant and we get an appetizer, it's usually nachos.
Yeah.
With that being said, I don't know if I could live with that wings. Yeah. I mean, I eat wings.
Even if you had chicken on your nachos?
Yeah, even if I had chicken on my nachos. I get wings about 80% of my meals if I go out to eat.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
See, to me, I was thinking about that. Like that was a bigger like decision for me. Of like, man, I don't. And I'm a wing guy too.
Yeah.
But the nacho, because I happened to be eating nachos at the time, I thought about it, going, man, these are pretty fucking good.
Yeah, like I had dinner Saturday and I got nachos for an appetizer and wings as a dinner. But I didn't need the nachos. You know what I'm saying?
So the either or question I just asked you, you had both in the same night. One
Yes.
as an appetizer, one as dinner.
For sure.
Okay.
But I eat, like I said, like 80% of my, if we go out to eat, I get wings.
Yeah.
I'm not a strictly boneless guy. I'm not a strictly bone-in. I like either or. It actually depends on the restaurant for me.
Yeah, like the bone in, I have a problem with. Like when you go to, like, obviously there's certain place around here,
Yeah.
like they do the really jumbo.
Yeah.
Of like, well, you don't cook them long enough.
Uh-huh.
Like I need that, and then the other places are just too fucking small.
Yeah.
Like you need that medium
Yeah.
wing.
I'm a
medium. Feels like the size that just fits best.
yeah.
You know, you know what I'm saying?
Not too big, not too small.
Just right in
Just
there.
right it. Okay. But yeah, for sure wings.
Yeah,
What are you gonna go with?
Wings also,
Okay.
but the nachos was
The
just
nachos are fucking good.
and that was because I knew you were going to say wings.
Yeah.
But that's why I was adding like the swine
The
chips
swine
and
chips
stuff
are
like that
fantastic.
because
I
that's
mean,
just
they're really
you know,
good. Like I said, if there's an appetizer,
yeah,
I
like,
get it's
oh, you're
nachos.
talking like chips with cheese and pulled pork and yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What about? Can I still eat chips and salsa?
yeah.
Oh yeah, fucking wings.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like if I go to a Mexican restaurant and that's like the
Yeah,
thing.
but you can't have the cheese dip though.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's gonna hurt, but it's fine.
And you can only have the lowest level watery salsa.
I can't. That's not a thing.
I'm sure it's a thing. Like
I mean-
the end of their vat after they scooped out all the good. You just a liquid.
I just get tomato juice.
Yep, with a little bit of spice.
Spice. I'm still going wings.
Well, here's one for you. I got a question for you because
Okay.
you're a guy like that of the.
That likes to eat.
yeah.
Okay.
Is mild hotter than medium, or is medium hotter than mild?
Depends on the restaurant.
That's a fucking weird thing.
It is.
Because like when you go and I'm talking about this just for salsa being, I was picking stuff up for the family Christmas yesterday, and I was in the chip aisle.
Okay.
You know, and they just have
Yeah,
the
medium
salsa,
and
and it's
mild.
like medium and mild.
Yeah.
I'm like I don't know what's what.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
is there?
It's the same thing for wings.
And
Medium and mild are different flavors for each
yeah.
place.
Here's the thing for Tostitos. Hey, if some fucktard from Tostitos is listening, your salsa, how about on the side of your label? Why don't you just put the heat index
Yeah.
of what is what?
You need to get the restaurant style Tostitos. It's the best.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Are you a
But they're
salsa
also,
guy?
yeah,
Okay.
they're also listed in medium and mild.
I understand that.
The
But-
restaurant style does mean nothing because you're not answering the fucking question that I had.
It doesn't matter though. Get the restaurant style. Fuck medium and mild. Get the restaurant
I
style.
prefer the hot.
Okay, that's
but
good too. But get the restaurant style.
That's a rare find, though.
It is. It is a rare find to
I mean,
get the
you have medium and mild.
Yeah.
There's no hot.
No.
I don't need that guacamole, in a Tostitos jar or any
Yeah.
of that fucking bullshit queso sauce that they try to sell.
It's good.
It's okay.
Yeah.
There's some better stuff, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. That
some
Gordo's.
yeah,
that Gordo's. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Shit.
you want cheese sauce, get the Gordo's. It's in the corner.
Yeah.
But it's good.
It's good.
And my other question, because obviously this is going to come out after Christmas, but it's actually before Christmas right now.
Uh-huh.
Picking one
Okay.
Christmas movie.
My favorite Christmas
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
God damn, I gotta pick one.
You won.
Oh.
I'll give you your best ever
Okay.
and then a runner-up.
Okay, I get a best
I'll let
ever.
you do that. Your best ever, which is your pick,
Okay.
and then your runner-up.
Okay. My best ever is the Jim Carrey version of The Grinch.
Really?
Yes, that's my
Okay.
favorite one. My runner-up is Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not see the Grinch coming.
Oh, really?
I honestly, I had you pegged as an elf guy.
You know, I do like the Elf, but
The elf?
the Elf. I do like Elf, but it's not. I mean, it's good. My dad hated Will Ferrell
Okay.
when I was a kid, so
Yeah.
like I had to watch Will Ferrell movies at other people's houses.
That's weird.
Yeah, super weird. Hated him. Wouldn't watch any shit. Like the only time I ever knew Will Ferrell was from Saturday Night Live
Huh.
as a kid. Like, I mean, obviously,
Well,
I
especially
see.
at that time when you were growing up with your dad and stuff like that, like Will Ferrell was making movies where he wasn't the lead character in them.
Yeah.
Like it was an ensemble kind of.
I mean, it was like the first Will Ferrell movie I ever remember watching was Talladega Nights. That was like 06.
Yeah. That's a good movie. I like
Fantastic
Talladega.
movie. He hated it. I fucking laughed my ass
Really?
off. Yeah. He just does not like him. And I don't know why, but he loved him on Saturday Night Live, so I don't get it.
Wonder if it was one of those things because he left to do movies
It could
because
be. I
everybody
don't know,
leaves and you just,
Yeah,
you need
whatever.
to stay on here.
Probably.
You
But
need
anyway,
to make less money and
so
stay on
I
here.
honestly didn't see Elf for the first time until I was a teenager.
Well, I mean,
I don't know when it came out.
That didn't matter because I was in my fucking 20s when it came out.
Okay.
So
is that your favorite?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
It's a good movie.
No, yeah.
I lean more of the... Now, I know there's some funny stuff in it, but that's kind of a tug at your heartstrings kind of movie. Elf gets... And I don't need that shit. Yeah. Christmas Vacation, for me, is number one.
Okay, good.
That's just...
Okay, good. Mine's a toss-up between the two.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
I put The Grinch above it because I watch The Grinch more because of my wife.
Okay.
And my sister growing up. That we just watched that, you know.
I'll be real honest. I don't know that I've ever watched it.
Oh, really?
The Jim Carrey. Obviously, I've seen the cartoon,
the cartoon
but
one.
I don't know that I've ever seen the Jim Carrey one.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, it's Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey, and he's the Grinch. So I mean, it's good. What's your runner-up?
My runner-up, I was going to kind of be a dick. Not that it is, but just like, Die Hard, you know? Because I hear that all the time. That's still an argument of, is that a Christmas? Well, fucking, it says, you know, there's a shirt. Yeah. It's got Christmas decorations. It says ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Now I have a machine gun.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho. That's not a German accent.
No, it's not.
Sound like a dickwad.
Yeah. So what's your second?
Second one is probably going to be... What?
Go ahead.
No, I really don't have a second one because that's not what I'd planned on.
Okay.
Because Christmas, I don't watch a lot of Christmas movies, to be honest with you.
Right.
But Christmas Vacation is it.
It's fucking awesome.
Do you think I was going to say like Christmas Story or some shit like that?
I hate that movie.
No, fuck no, man.
It's
24 hours a day?
Oh, no. I would like it better if they didn't play it all fucking day.
Take a thing from Disney, throw that bitch in the vault.
Yeah.
And leave it away for a little bit. I don't need that shit.
Oh, my God.
I got one of those. I ordered one online of the leg lamp. Okay, back in I don't know what year that movie was made.
Neither do I.
But the leg lamp, obviously, again, it's 2019. The internet exists. People have seen more. That's not, that's not anything.
We've seen what goes up in between the legs, okay? We don't need the leg lamp.
But you know what? I'll tell you what my runner-up is because it is kind of funny.
Okay.
That Vince Vaughn, that Four Christmases.
Oh, yeah. It's funny. It is funny.
You know, I'm good with that because I lean so hard into the comedy of it.
Yeah.
You know what? There's another one that, as far as funny-wise, that holiday Christmas party. Where it's just a fucking train wreck.
Yeah,
I like train wreck movies like that where it's just like shit just keeps going wrong.
Yeah.
But mine, when I was at
Christmas
work,
Vacation's fantastic.
When I was at work and thinking of this question, that was Christmas Vacation was always and I would have bet money that you would have been Elf.
No.
I would have never thought the Grinch.
Yeah, the Grinch is it's my favorite.
That's just
Yeah, but Christmas Vacation is... Yeah. I mean, I got like 3 shirts that have a Christmas Vacation quote on it.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I got one that says, Merry Christmas, the shitter's full.
Yeah.
And I got one that says, You serious, Clark?
Yeah.
And then,
It's so when the cops bust in and they're like, freeze.
Oh, yeah.
And it pans back and she's got her hand on his junk. I mean, it is so of like,
my favorite part of that
what was happening there?
My favorite part was when the guy's wife comes in and she takes her hand off of his junk, shakes her hand, and then puts it right back to where it was.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it's just those little things that are in all those, in all the vacation movies. I know it's one of the bad, the European Vacation. I'm still good with that.
Okay.
And the last one that they did when they went to Vegas.
The Vegas Vacation?
Yeah.
I didn't mind the remake with the dude from The Office.
I don't know that I've ever seen it.
Oh, dude, it's funny. Ed Helms.
He did one?
He plays the son.
When did they do that?
A few years ago.
Oh, I don't remember seeing that.
I want to say 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Ed Helms, Christina Applegate, and then they have 2 kids, and he's taking them to Wally World.
So is he playing Rusty?
Yes, he's Rusty.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's him taking their kids.
Yes.
I don't know that I ever seen that.
It's pretty freaking funny.
Well, I like the Vegas Vacation one when they go out, and they're going like to the offbeat casino of like pick a number and war and pick a number between 1 and 10. 7. Nope. He just takes his money.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are. It is a weird thing. Like, there's so many funny Chevy Chase movies. Like, I love Fletch.
Yeah, Fletch is funny.
I mean, and then like you hear all that stuff. Like, he is just a fucking asshole. Nobody wants to work with him. He gets that NBC show. He got fired off of that for being racist, I think. I mean, it's just allegedly.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, you're so funny and all this stuff. Why does everybody hate you?
Yeah, like Caddyshack.
Yeah.
I love Caddyshack.
Well, the fact that him and Bill Murray can't be in the same room.
I know. Hate each other.
Like the hoops they jumped through for that scene of them together was like, we can't. Of like, man, what do you have to do for people not to?
Yeah, and everybody says Bill Murray will work with anybody.
Anybody. He seems like one of the nicest guys ever.
Yeah.
I mean, but is like Chevy Chase just that bad?
I guess. Who knows?
You know, so I guess somebody ought to do something about it. Shut them down.
I got a Christmas question for you as
maybe.
my blind pile of poop. I got a blindside Christmas question for you. Okay. So I talked to a lot of people about what they do on Christmas as like a dinner with their family.
Oh, okay.
Are you now? I know a lot of people do like the Thanksgiving dinner for Christmas, like the turkey and everything like that. What do you do?
You like a standard Christmas?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the last couple of years have been a little messed up because I've had some family members sick and stuff. But
okay.
On the original, because we've changed up over the last couple of years because we used to be a family that did every Christmas on Christmas.
Okay.
So we did a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
So it'd be at my grandma's first. Yeah, obviously you'd open them up, you know, at my dad's. And,
Hold on. I'm talking about meals.
That's what I'm getting to.
All right, cool.
Grandma's first open presents there was breakfast.
Okay.
It was just homemade donuts, you know, like the biscuit donuts, powdered sugar.
Mm-hmm.
That was a standard
Staple.
in our family.
Gotcha.
And then, you know, you're probably talking more of the lunch side. It's pretty accurate at my other grandma's house. Ham.
Okay.
It's like the 7-layer salads that they make. Everybody always has one.
Yeah, I know, and they're okay. They're okay.
Mm-hmm. So it was ham, that some macaroni cheese, usually, like a scalloped potato.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously a roll. And then, you know, there's always some pies and stuff like that.
All right.
But then the other thing that I really like is my aunt at the same one. She always does the homemade Chex Mix.
Okay.
So you get like the pretzel sticks and you don't have the rye chip shit.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the rye chips just because I feel like my tooth might fall out.
For sure.
But also...
Does she pour the white chocolate on it?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just Chex Mix.
Okay.
Not the puppy chow shit.
No. It's not puppy chow.
But... So, when you homemade it, you almost like you get a little more of the spices that they put in it, which I love.
Which is good.
And it's got peanuts in it. Because when I grew up, Chex Mix had fucking peanuts in it.
Okay.
But now it kills half the population.
Yeah.
So you're not allowed to have peanuts in anything anymore.
Yeah, that
but
sucks.
I mean, the Chex Mix is just it's where it's at. But ham, you know, basically... once in a while, it's either scalloped potatoes mostly.
Okay.
Once, might be mashed potatoes once in a while.
Gotcha.
But pretty close to that thing. You just kind of miss a turkey.
Yeah.
You know, just be real honest. Usually there's a pumpkin pie there.
I can't remember the last time I've had a traditional Christmas meal on Christmas. Like when my family gets together my one side of the family, we do Christmas Eve. The other side is Christmas Day.
Right.
It's just everybody brings their favorite thing, and that's what we eat.
Yeah.
There's no set meat. Like this year, I think one's going to be Lee's. One's bringing pizza. Somebody else is bringing.
Okay, now hold on a second.
It's not an organized situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're bringing shit that you have to reheat because you're not getting or are you talking like the day after?
What do you mean?
Well, you're not getting a pizza on Christmas Day.
Okay, I'm saying they're making a homemade pizza.
Oh, homemade pizza.
Yeah.
Well, Lee's. So you haven't warmed
Lee's
up.
is Christmas Eve.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're getting it.
So they get it like 5 o'clock or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, and then I know we've done brisket and stuff like that. Yeah. Prime rib. We've had prime rib before.
I don't ever remember not just having ham.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
what I'm saying.
And never a turkey.
Yeah.
But it's always just seems that ham.
Well, everybody. I know. My family's just blah. Of ham and turkey just from Thanksgiving, and we want something else. I remember the one time Christmas Eve, there was catered B-dubs.
Wow.
Yeah, that was one of them. I mean, that was when B-dubs wasn't B-dubs; it was still Buffalo Wild Wings.
Now my Christmas Eve. Now this is
BW3s is what people call them.
BW3s, B-dubs.
Yeah.
It's technically BW3s.
Yes,
is
it
name,
is.
So
yeah.
Because I think I called it BW3s earlier, and that's probably why you're making fun of it. But It's no problem.
Nope.
Just a call back to me being a jackass in your eyes, but that's okay. But my Christmas, because we always did everything on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So my Christmas Eve, fucking hammered. That, I mean, hammered.
Nice.
And it would be, like obviously when I still lived in town, I'd have some buddies and we'd just go out and just get trashed.
Nice.
And then get back to the house. There's nothing to eat.
Yeah.
Everything closes
Everything
at
closes.
6.
Yeah.
You're getting zero food. You might be able to find a gas station, maybe get one of those sandwiches or something. But dude, there are so many Christmas days where I just felt like garbage.
Yeah.
I mean,
now on my one side of the family, like a lot of the grandkids are old enough to start drinking now.
yeah.
So it's like Christmas Day is fun. Like we have like drinking games, not like nobody's playing like Pong or Kings or anything like that, but it's just different funny things.
Ours has changed so much just because, like my brother and my sister and their kids and my mom, like we kind of exchanged gifts on Saturday.
Okay.
Now I will still see them. At like the grandparents' house or whatever, like, because it's like the kids need to be at their house to,
exactly.
which is the way it needs to be. So it's changed a little bit. Like we kind of see each other at lunch.
Gotcha.
Now my biggest downfall, because usually, we have a Christmas lunch.
Yeah.
And be home.
You're hungry.
And I'm
hungry
home by 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm home.
Okay.
And it's like, man, I'm hungry. And then like I have nothing at my house and there is fucking nothing open. There's like the Chinese buffet might be open. That's about, it's like, for me, the biggest task is
finding food.
come tomorrow going, hey, the store's closed at 6.
Yeah.
Why don't you go get some food? Maybe have some stuff to keep at the house.
Yeah.
Because you're going to want dinner.
Yeah.
On Christmas night.
Yeah.
You're going to need to have something here. So maybe I should just buy a pizza tonight and throw it in the fridge. I don't know. Maybe that's the way to go.
Something like that.
I mean, I won't do that.
No, you won't.
Because that's I'm a loser.
It's
and
okay.
That's just the way it is.
It's okay. I love you.
Yeah, that is. It's always been ham.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember the last time we've had like turkey or ham, or something of that nature. But
I can say we've never had brisket or something like that.
Yeah,
never
brisket. I
want to. And I think maybe one time I can remember chicken wings, but I would have been real young.
Yeah.
And to this throwback to the point of like somebody had brought them, like it was like when fucking KFC first had wings. And I mean, the first time they ever had them. This is and we're talking like 1987.
Gotcha. I remember my grandpa brought Ponderosa wings to Christmas one year.
Ponderosa, man, that place was it when I was a kid.
I know. That was like Grandpa Evans' favorite freaking place to go. Anytime we had a family dinner, Ponderosa.
I don't know that I ever went there later in life. I had a buddy of mine that he worked for me at the golf course while he was in school in the summer, and he was during the wintertime while he was in school, he was a waiter at Ponderosa. I was like, fuck, is these still one of those open? I mean, because when you're a kid, you go there. One, it's just a buffet, but two, it's like it was okay with your parents of like, well, you just make your own sundaes. Also, I can make myself puke. Because I don't need any of this shit besides that. Yeah, man, buffets when you were a kid that had their own Sunday bar.
Oh yeah,
that was where it was at.
I still like Golden Corral.
I've never been there.
What?
Did you? Man, that was like a hateful look that I just
You've
got.
Never been to Golden Corral?
Never been to Golden Corral.
Well, we're gonna go sometime.
I don't know that they can handle us.
Hey, we'll show them what Wideside actually means.
Yeah. You want us to do a podcast from here? You guys are, just charge us half price.
We wouldn't be able to talk.
Oh, it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
You have more of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Oh, really?
No. Golden Corral.
Ever been to the old barn out back?
Once.
Okay.
Actually once, and it was for my brother's when he got married.
Okay.
Like the
reception.
The reception, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we had, or not the reception, the
dinner?
The night before.
The rehearsal
the practice,
dinner?
Yeah. The
practice. We had practice.
The practice wedding. Which that's another thing. If I was the best man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you that story, but like you go, and I'm going to call it practice because that's kind of what you're doing.
It's practice.
You're going through the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention.
Oh, nice.
I just kind of stood there. The pastor or whatever that guy is, the head guy that stands at the front of the church.
Pastor, you were right the first time.
He was going over what was going to go down.
Yeah.
So then that next day, to the church all ready to go. It's summertime. They got 8 million, candles lit up there, which is,
That's 1,000. You've told me this
in a
story
tuxedo
before.
and warm.
Yeah, you've told me before.
And then they went to the kneeler to do the unity candle thing, and they started playing that fucking song. Because I didn't pay attention in practice that they were going to play like their song. Yeah. And I just, my brother told me that him and his wife were laughing because they could kind of, because they, if people know me, that I don't pay attention, if it just doesn't, I don't pay attention to that shit. And they both knew that I had no clue that there's going to be this 3.5-minute song playing of just like, okay. And now you're talking about that's like 18-year-old Randy. Yeah. So I was I don't have any patience for stuff now. I sure as shit didn't have patience for stuff back then. Of like, I didn't know about this. You
nobody told
play
me
this song. Can I just walk away? Can we get a chair up here? Get this tuxedo on. It's June or July or whatever the hell it was. It's in the summer. I know that. But that was my.
That's funny.
Yeah, good times. Yeah. Always got to do that stuff. Yeah. The best wedding story ever had nothing to do with me, except I had to be sitting at the table. Yeah. Guy that used to work the golf course, and his girl he was getting married to, she was a reporter. Okay. And she got out of school and she's going to work for the Armed Service Network. So she was going to Germany. All right. And they would only pay if they were married. Mm-hmm. So they got married. So it was at the one golf course that I used to work at. They had the reception, or the whole wedding reception, everything just at the golf course. It was kind of last minute. His Bob, he's passed away now, but he bartended for it. So, and we all worked together. And he's probably at that point in time, he is pushing 80. So we're sitting at the table. They're doing the ceremony. Yeah. And Bob is kind of, he's hard of hearing, so he talks louder than he thinks. And it's raining out, and the pastor is going through the all that stuff that they do, and it's like, do you take her? And it thunders, and Bob just goes, oh, like that. And then it thunders again. He goes, I think the big man's trying to tell you something. And he thinks that he's whispering to me, but everybody can hear him. I'm like, hey, man. That's funny. And he's just like, he just kept little comments. Yeah, you should get out now. Yeah, it's telling you to get out. It's like, everybody can hear you, Bob.
I got to get, that's good.
So, yeah, that's good times, ruining people's weddings. That's,
Well, there was one, I was at a wedding, and we've made it through. We've made it through the wedding. It's the closing prayer. Okay. And me and my family are sitting in the pew, and some of my other family, the distant family, is sitting in front of us. So and we're praying. All of us have our heads down, and all you hear is, take a picture. And it's the same situation that it's dead quiet except for the pastor praying. And all you hear is, get a picture of him. And then you hear, well, I don't got my phone out. And then you hear, well, get your phone out and take a picture. It's beautiful up there. and so I'm like, me and my family, my pew's shaking because I'm laughing so hard. And then you hear, well, my goddamn phone's not on. So then he turns on the phone, and it's an old flip phone that's Motorola.
Oh my God.
Motorola. Do you remember the ring, the little ding, 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 comes on when you turn it on? So then you hear that, and I'm already just losing it as it is now. And then you hear him say, well, we're too far away. You can't see what's going on. She goes, zoom in. And they're having a fucking argument during this prayer. I was like, this has got to be the longest damn prayer I've ever been in my life, because they had a full-on conversation. And then all you hear is, and he goes, got it.
Well, that's
during the prayer.
If you're the pastor, do you slow down to make sure that they get this picture? You're just like, I
just
keep your heads down, folks.
Yeah, and I was sitting by my uncle, and we're both just fucking losing it. It was so funny.
I don't have a ton of wedding stories now, because I've, being in the golf business, we used to have a lot of wedding receptions, and when I was younger, I'd have to bartend. Not that I wanted to bartend, but I'd have to. Yeah. But So I'd have those stories.
Uh-huh.
But unless I was forced to go, like when you're a kid,
Yeah.
as far as weddings go,
Yeah.
this puts you on a pedestal because
Okay.
obviously I have my brother's wedding,
Yeah.
my sister's wedding,
Okay.
and yours.
Ooh.
It's the only ones I've went to.
Well, thank you.
Now I've been to some receptions,
Yeah.
but I usually do weddings. So,
Okay.
so there you
Thank
go.
Well, thank you.
Feel special about that.
I do feel special.
Now and I'm upset that I sat all the way at the back thinking that I could dip out early.
Yeah.
And I was the last one to get to leave, and then I had to wait in line of like, huh.
You're in
Yeah.
like half our pictures too, because the camera's from the front looking back.
And I was sitting
You're
at
sitting in the
I'm
back
sitting by myself at the last pew, just trying to. I'm
Yeah.
gonna dip out of here if I
Yeah.
need to.
Yeah.
But you know, I had that happen one time. We had a reception, and you know, all the pictures that they take, and I wasn't bartending,
Yeah.
but like I had a bartender there, but I'd just step in
Okay.
if she got too busy. And I'd step in.
Uh-huh.
And I happened to know the people that get married.
Okay.
And like they came in like a couple weeks later after they got back from their honeymoon. And they're like, hey, we was going through our wedding pictures from the reception, and Randy's in every single one of them. It's like, well, for sure, don't keep taking pictures back at the bar. Because it was like kind of like the bar was set and the head table was just ahead.
Okay.
And I was just standing at the end trying to stay out of the way. But I happened to be in every single picture. Like, well, you're
That's
welcome.
funny. Yep. I blessed your pictures.
Yeah, I'm important.
Yeah,
So.
for sure.
All right. Well, I mean, hell, we're pushing 2 hours. So
Holy shit.
we better wrap this thing up.
Yep. Well, have a good Christmas.
Yeah, you too. Happy Christmas to you.
All righty.
I'm starting that. I'm not saying Merry anymore.
Merry Christmas.
Saying
God damn it. Okay.
Happy Christmas and a Merry New Year.
Yeah. Whiteside.
Yeah.